Hello?
Evan.
Hey, man.
What's up, man? I don't know why that didn't work. I just clicked on the message we were talking, and apparently it goes through something different.
Yeah, it like went to my computer, the FaceTime, and I can't. You won't hear me through my computer, so I had to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, just first of all, I don't know if you've listened to the show so far, but they're
No.
they're all sucking your dick pretty hard. But
Okay.
And Evan Owen stole one of the programs.
No, my
Okay.
lovely woman did here.
I did
All
not.
right.
You did.
Did I? How
Yes, you put it in on top of my thing that you made me
Oh.
bring from the car and
I
made me
probably
carry it out.
I handed it to her so that she could put it back where it goes, and she took anyway. But
He
I
almost took home my headband. I had to make sure he took it off.
Thievery is the greatest form of flattery.
did. Well, I did bring it back. Excellent job, by the way, Evan.
Thank you.
I was just.
I want to say I am so sorry I did not recognize you without a beard.
Dude, what is wrong with you?
I was like, oh my God, now I know who it is, and I feel so fucking bad.
You
You
should.
should. What the fuck is wrong with you? Danny? I recognized you without your beard.
I showed up.
I was like, I felt so weird. I didn't know who it was, and then now I realize who it is, and I felt so bad afterwards.
Well, I look. You probably never seen my secondary chin.
We all have one of those.
Also, Evan, she wants when this show is all over, she wants a full outfit from the show. She wants the scarf, the headband, the glasses, all the scents.
Oh,
She's like,
yeah.
she was so bummed she had to give all that back.
yeah,
I was like, I
we'll
wanted
have
to keep it. And I,
Yeah.
when you went
We'll
to
definitely
this,
have one of those.
you went to the second smell, and I was like, are we supposed to wait, or are we supposed to smell it? So I just smelled it, and then you were like, all right, we're gonna huff this together, and I was like, shit.
That was the
I
third
didn't
one.
listen.
No. I was just looking at the pamphlet that she stole, which I'm
Oh
returning.
my goodness.
It says you do all the arts, all the props, all the edits, all the designs. So I mean, when we're watching that program, that's your imagination that we're seeing with the ghost of Elvis and everything, isn't it?
Yeah. I did all the visual stuff.
And
Yeah.
like the cock tower.
The cock tower. That's all my art. Yeah, and the other images like the DeLorean in front of the skyline. That's actually an AI image that I just altered a little bit.
You know what? I was looking at it, and I noticed, I'm like the ratios or something was off with the car or something. I'm like, that looks like an AI thing. And if they used AI just to do some background, that's fucking brilliant, you know?
Well, actually, what you're detecting is that I stretched it to shape to like create the proper shape that we're looking for,
Okay.
and I kind of liked it because it looked kind of silly. Like the DeLorean almost looks like a fucking Volkswagen Rabbit or something. And I thought that was
yeah. So excellent work. I mean, good job.
Yeah, well, thank you, Owen.
With your character, I mean, what is you play a couple different characters. What is your favorite thing to do here?
My favorite thing to do is assault the audience with horrific things. I love that. I love plunking the audience and making them feel really awkward and uncomfortable. I get a real boner from that.
It's slightly obvious.
Extremely
Yeah.
obvious.
It poked me a couple times.
In some of the former plays we've done, Evan would play a character named Officer Chivoli, and he would actually go into the audience and write people tickets, and he would also wrap them in caution tape.
Well, do you remember what I would ticket them for?
No, what was that?
For being a douchebag.
This is great.
That's a highly finable offense.
I love it. I mean, I wouldn't think that I would like the audience participation so much because I don't want to participate. You know, don't
Why
put a
not?
spotlight on me. But
Don't be a little bitch.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It was so much fun last night. This guy right here comes with the fucking leaf blower right in my face. It was fucking nice. What was it?
Yeah.
It was,
It's supposed to be a fire extinguisher.
That's right, a fire extinguisher. I was trying to think of what it was.
I pretend like I hate participation, but I secretly love it. I'm like, that's stupid. No man would. Fine, if you guys want me to, I guess I'll put panties on my head. Oh, that wasn't requested? Well, whatever. You know, figured it went with the show.
When we got the panties, I wasn't sure when to throw them. Were we supposed to throw them right away, or were we supposed to put them on our heads?
I think you can throw them. I thought Caesar was supposed to have it on the screen, but I don't know what's going on. Usually, I think it says throw panties on the screen, and I think that's the cue we're hoping for. But
Yeah, but I think the night they were there, that's when he was having the problem with the projector. For the
Oh,
first
that's right.
part, it didn't say it on the screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I looked over to my right at Bushy, and he was looking much like a gay assassin with his sparkly neck and his hairband, and then he puts the panties on his head. I'm like, what the hell? Are we supposed to wear these on his head? He goes, I don't know. And so I put mine on my head, and we're just sitting there with a bunch of douches watching this show with panties on our head. Anyway,
You're welcome.
finally at the end, I'm like, we're throwing these panties, so we started throwing them at the end. It was kind of fun.
So, so since you and Bushy have seen this before, did you notice a lot of new extra stuff we threw in there?
I said right from the start that there was like 40 to 50% like new shit that had changed since what we've seen. The first one was like a concert with some little like ad libs in between. Or not ad libs, but little mini skits in between songs. This was like Dirt, I think, said earlier. This was like a actual production show with some songs in between. It was like flipped.
Yeah.
They're both the same but very different, kind of is what you're saying. And you can't really trust anything that I say, because I swear to God, like that first one we saw, I thought you guys got the pedal back and you guys used that to get back in time. But Dirt was telling me, no, we've never gotten the pedal back. We never get it back.
No.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was really drunk that first night.
I was about to say, it must have been a great show because I as well remembered them getting the pedal back the first time. And then Owen was like, well, maybe that was when they were packing up to leave. And I'm like, could have been.
That's really interesting. Isn't that called the Mandela effect or something like that?
guess
When
so.
everyone believes. Yeah.
Interesting. All right. So you got some more shows coming up. Are you planning on adding anything special? Are you going to stick to the same script? Because I know it's kind of like you guys get up there and kind of might go off on a little tangent every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to stick to the same script as close as we can, but usually it evolves as we go through. We'll usually, throughout the shows, kind of think it through and figure out a few new little twists and turns that kind of pop into our mind. Yeah. There's a couple things like Feedback and I were discussing today, even just about like, just sort of reordering the way we say things slightly just to make the joke hit a little harder, just kind of tightening it up, but that's it. No real script changes. It'll be pretty much like this.
Well,
yeah. I just texted Evan on the way home from this performance. I said, "Hey, I got an idea to change this one part up. Let's try this." So we over the course, when you get to do 5 shows in a row, you get to like see how the audience reacts and go, "Hey, maybe if we try this next time, it might hit different." So I mean, that happens over the course of the whole run.
One part, for example, that Dirt, I wonder if you noticed this. Like I've had this line recently where when I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna sing a little song about you, or no, I say I'm gonna sing a song about the street prostitutes in San Francisco.
Yeah.
No one fucking laughs.
Hey,
I'm like, okay, well, I guess I
found
better
that
not.
hilarious.
Yeah, I laughed.
When I saw
I
it.
laughed at that.
I found it hilarious. I was ready for that song. Hardcore.
But like,
I giggled.
yeah, like, but it seems like no one's like, and like no one's laughing at some of like the syphilis jokes, which I think is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
damn, like, fuck. You
And
sometimes
also,
like,
dude, listen, when I get pantsed and the fucking bikini comes out, like the laughs have been
Dude.
almost nothing.
Dude, what is up with that?
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's outlandish, like ridiculous, and no one's even fucking budging. What is wrong with these people? This is why I like to assault our audience. Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't know if it was every show, but the fact that I felt like we were the younger ones there kind of surprised me. So maybe that has something to do with it. Like, I don't know.
Maybe.
I can tell you, when I watch like comedy on Netflix and stuff, I'll find it funny, but I won't always laugh out loud at some of the stuff. But there are certain comedians that I cannot get through without like laughing, crying. Like Christopher Titus is one of them. I absolutely love him.
Who?
Christopher Titus.
Well,
Okay, I'm
Titus.
not familiar.
Yeah, he's a Boston comic. He's fucking
I
great.
got to check him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. When I'm watching something, I don't want to laugh because I don't want to miss like the follow-up joke or something.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So especially when it's something new and I want to pay attention to something, like I tend to like be laser focused. And some people think like I'm not enjoying myself, but I'm like, no, this is how I pay attention. I just pay attention, you know.
I'll laugh later when I get home. I'm good and ready.
Well, you do always get like some comedians who rush through their acts, and so when you find something extremely funny, you miss whatever else is.
Yeah.
Especially if they're fresh and brand new comedians.
Yeah.
Well,
So
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was saying. What I wanted to drive to. Like, I want to go to another show, maybe two. I don't know. But I want to take Brittany to at least another one because she was so rude to you earlier.
I am so sorry about that. I didn't know who
It's
you were
okay.
without a
I'm
beard.
Kidding. I'm kidding.
I actually get that. I actually get that quite a bit when I shave. People like seriously, they get confused.
Yeah,
They'll look at
when
me and
he
be like,
when
"What
he
the
shaves his beard off, he looks way more Jewy.
I do. What is up with that? What is up with that? I should look less Jewy when I shave my beard. What the- I think it really accentuates my beak.
Oh my god.
Well, you're Jewish.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry about that, but yes, I apologize to the world. I'm sorry. I am Jewish. I'm very sorry
It's
about all
okay.
that's going on. I'm very sorry.
I'm actually Polish, part Polish, and I have paperwork filed. I'm suing you guys for the coconut song.
The Polak joke. All right.
I was very
Well, hey,
offended.
Feedback's Polish too. You can say that shit. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
then it's fine.
That's why we got away with the Mexican jokes because of Caesar.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm half Mexican. It works.
Oh yeah, you were cool with it too, right? You weren't offended.
Exactly. No.
See, exactly. We're all
No,
good.
honestly, what I think
We're bringing the world together.
I think one of the times I laughed the hardest was when you had the drum machine and then you were like you had him say something. He's just like rattled off something in Spanish. I laughed so hard. God damn it.
What's funny is what he's saying in Spanish is, "Let's hurry the fuck up. My visa's about to expire."
God damn it. Oh, he's a trooper, man. He's awesome.
Man, Caesar's the best.
He's
doing such
awesome.
a great job. God damn, he's doing such a great job on this thing, man. I'm just so impressed with him as a talent and as a person. He's just fucking
yeah.
great guy.
Have I met him before? Because he looked familiar, and I was
think
like,
you may have met him. I'm trying to remember if you met him or not. But did any of you guys go to the when we did the screening of Nothing True Under the Moon at the movie theater for Feedback? Okay, so you might not have met him before. I know Bushy has. You met him at
The Feedback concert.
At the Feedback concert, and I think you guys met him when you all came to see the show at Will's Pub.
Probably.
Yes.
Probably. Sure.
So you met him there too, I believe.
I think Brittany probably met him at a family reunion or something, right? Because you're all related.
wow, douchey McBaggins over here.
We were doing racist jokes, right?
No. I'm just you.
And I also want to say welcome Evan back to the show because it's the first time you've been back since you killed Bushy's dog.
I know, dude. Fuck, that was so sad.
I mean, at least once a month I cry and I'm like, "Fuck Evan."
Yeah.
If he does,
I was
come back-
worried. I was worried you were gonna be mad at me about that.
Yeah. No, you jinxed me, bitch.
Well, he's got to come back to see if one of us has a pet that dies.
Well, I still got one more dog, so
Did you ever listen to that episode? Like just the
Yeah,
parts before?
I still have it saved. I need to go back and actually post it. So I gotta go back and see if I'm pretty sure I still have it. I just gotta go back and
I
find
was
it.
more angry that we had such a good show going, and then my dog died than I would about the dog dying. I was like, I ruined that first segment.
You didn't ruin it. Somebody in an
That's what I was gonna say. I remember it being a pretty wild conversation.
Oh,
It
I was
fucking-
watching it. It was awesome.
It was awesome. It was rolling along great.
It was all about Bushy's lower back tattoo, and then Bubba Whoop-Ass Wilson called in and dropped some profanity, some racist
But I
shit.
think- Were we also discussing different recipes for placenta?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
God,
Yeah.
that made it into the rap song.
Did you guys cook the placenta?
No,
We
she
didn't
wou-
even.
She
make
wouldn't
it.
let me have it.
You always do placenta in the.
Wait, she wouldn't let you have it. That's half yours.
You're right. God damn it.
If it wasn't for your semen, there would be no placenta.
Well, quite honestly, like I didn't realize, like the baby comes out, you cut it, and then it sits in there for a little while. It's kind of gross. Then you got to
Sits in
massage
where?
it in the baby making chamber, and then
What?
finally it comes out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta throw it on ice right away, man. Take it to the nearest, oven to bake it.
She basically was sitting there with it. She was sitting there with a tail coming out her hoo-ha for a few minutes. And then
That's worse than having a blowout on the side of the road.
That's kind of what it looks like.
Damn it.
Thanks.
It looks like.
Every
I'm
time
not talking about your vag. I'm talking about the placenta.
Every time I get a flat tire, I'm like, fuck, placenta.
The placenta looks like Grimace got melted.
you know
It
what?
really does.
I was kind of weirded out. Like the umbilical cord, it was like white. That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't expecting white. I was like,
Yeah.
You'd have been singing a different story if that umbilical cord was black.
Yeah.
no, it wasn't like peach or anything. It was like white. It was like something that came out of a body white. It was,
God damn it, woman!
What?
Where did this fucking black umbilical cord come from, huh?
I was thinking the white one.
And
Like,
why does the placenta have an afro?
you gotta get out in the sun and tan that thing.
Oh my god. Ridiculous.
dude, I remember it being really spongy to cut through too. Like you think it just snip, but I went shh, and like the scissors kind of slid. I'm like, oh, it's spongy. She goes, go ahead, try again.
It's like-
I go, chunk.
So it's basically calamari.
Yes, it was like raw, something that came fresh out of a person, and you eat it. I guess.
Ugh.
Nothing that comes fresh out of a person you eat.
You could.
I mean, deep
You
fried
could.
placenta, man. If you haven't lived.
Oh my God.
I really want her to have just one more baby because I really want to take another stab at this whole placenta thing.
I'm gonna start a restaurant called
I
Pickles
can
and
tell you right
Placentas.
now, after the bullshit I went with these first two kids, I do not want to be pregnant again. Like, I was
Hey, if you
sick
can't come up with
most
a
of the
segment for the
time.
show, you're gonna
I
have to
was
pop out some more
angry
kids.
most of the time. No.
The only way this show is ever going to survive is if you get pregnant again and
one
we have
more.
more stuff to talk about.
I mean,
I need another verse.
you got about 6 months or you're off the show.
You're going to
Wow.
I'm kidding.
either a baby or a felony. That's what's going to have to happen.
The felony will probably happen first.
Well, you are half Mexican.
I only do half the time. The only one here. Never mind. Okay. No, let's go back to feedback. The show.
Yeah.
What I was trying what I was trying to say. And bringing this up. We got the Fringe buttons. We want to go again. At least one more time, maybe a couple more times. Is there a particular, maybe the last show? Which show should I definitely see? Either Dirt or Evan. Which one do you want to answer? Which show should I definitely go see? Plan on seeing again.
I think the last one's going to be a banger. It's just we're going to probably evolve it a little bit more. They'll be the best crowd. We'll have, I think, it'll be the best one. Is the last one, I would imagine.
Yeah, usually the last one
Yeah.
or the first one. Those are the two like that are, you're getting raw for the first one, so it's like something that nobody's seen before.
Damn
It's
right, you're gonna
fresh.
get raw.
Yeah.
Or you go to the last one and it's like it's on like point every single thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also I'm really excited about the, we're trying to videotape this too. So we got a little video crew out there. I don't know if you noticed them yesterday, but
Nope.
Yep.
But yeah, we got some buddies out there doing a little video work for us too. So hopefully we'll have a nice polished video at the end of all this, and next few months down the road, hopefully.
And-
So that'll be kind of cool too.
What's funny is Brittany comes from a theater background, so she was telling, and this reminded her of when she would go see Rocky Horror, and
Yeah.
and what I was saying, it was like our first review ever is I can't remember if it was Billy Maines who said it, but that we are like Rocky Horror had a baby with John Waters.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that
Something
what-
along those lines.
Yeah,
I
something
don't
along-
remember who said it either, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be back up there, but it's just to go to the food trucks.
If you guys start throwing dick candy at me, it's definitely Rocky Horror.
It'd be average dick candy.
Dick candy
Average dick candy.
is that's funny. That's funny.
I can't believe that's what made her laugh, just average dick candy.
Average Dick Tracy.
See, I pay
candy.
attention.
Good job.
I absolutely love Dick Tracy movie. Like my sister introduced me to it, so like seeing you like that, I was like, oh, I missed that movie. I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, I kind of reviewed just a few minutes of that movie recently just to check out some footage, and I forgot how cool that movie is from the 80s or whenever that was, 90s.
Yeah.
90s,
It's actually really the makeup art and the effects are kind of cool for that era, actually.
Oh yeah, dude, in that cast.
That was a Disney
Yeah.
movie, right?
It was I think it was made by Disney, maybe.
I think so.
But you had like obviously
Al Pacino,
Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman.
I think Marlon Brando played Pruneface, right?
I think you might be right. Yeah.
Yeah, Marlon Brando was Pruneface, and then you had Warren Beatty as Dick Tracy. Madonna was in it.
Yeah, Madonna.
Yeah,
Yep.
that cast was fucking insane, dude.
I remember.
1990.
I remember,
1990,
it being really big when it came out.
June 15th, 1990. It was right around my birthday. I probably went and saw it for
Can
my
you pull?
birthday.
Do you have the cast there? Pull up the cast and see who was it that played Pruneface.
Pruneface. Pruneface.
Flat top. Oh, William Forsythe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to rewatch that whole movie. Like just when I was kind of previewing through it, it was way
Dude,
cooler than I
that is
remembered.
definitely a movie I would say that would be a lot of fun to go back and revisit because I remember seeing it when I was a kid and I'm like, and I'm sure it would hit way different now as an adult than it did back then.
Pruneface was played by R.G. Armstrong.
R.J. Armstrong, okay.
R.G.
R.G. Armstrong,
Yep.
okay. I know that they used a lot of the old Hollywood guys in that movie that were still around that came from those old detective films. I know there's a lot of those people reused for that film. So, yeah, that was like Hollywood's shot at like dark noir, which wasn't happening at the time. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch that one. Yeah, that's great. All right, what other movies from the 90s, 80s, or whatever is your favorite?
I've been trying to get you guys to watch either Event Horizon or
Not you.
Pandorum.
I'm talking to Evan.
Well, I'm
Okay.
telling you what the fucking movie I like.
Fuck. Let him answer.
Okay, fine, go ahead.
I can hold on. I already know what Evan's gonna say is his favorite movie of all time.
What?
Time Bandits.
You knew it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Time
that.
Bandits. What
That
the
is
hell
good
is
shit.
Time Bandits?
It was Terry Gilliam from
Yeah.
Monty
I think
Python.
it's like 80s. I think it's like 1983 or something.
Yeah.
That's
Man,
right.
that movie's so fucking good.
That's right in the same vein as like Baron von Munchausen, right? Like kind
It's
of.
the same director.
Oh, it is. Okay, that makes sense.
It's 1981 actually.
Yeah, and so
1981. Yep. Actually, I
Yeah.
don't remember this movie either.
so
Holy
as we've
shit.
talked about before, because we have the poster on the wall here, Evan is also a film director.
Oh, there is a poster on the
Yeah,
wall.
Evan makes films.
Oh my God.
Evan it has actually been shown in theaters all over the country for his short films. The 72-hour film. What was it? What's the name of that festival?
The 72-hour debacle. It's like a local thing here run by Steven Stull, Bizarro Land.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it showed in
cool.
Brooklyn though, right?
No, that was a different thing actually. That was through my friend Mike up in New York. He like got me into this little like film collective group, and they only did like 3 or 4 things while I was a part of that, and that kind of dissolved unfortunately because that was really fun. And that was an interesting little crew actually. That was cool.
So I just want to throw this out there because I know I know Brittany will love to hear this. So Evan does all of his films for the most part with practical effects. So he shoots these films. He makes like when you see the what was the name of the one with the puppet that was killing people?
The Zuzu.
The Zuzu. That's an actual puppet that he made that he works the puppet and then edits the puppet into the film. So he does a lot of this stuff with practical effects, which is like that's an old school horror movie like of Rite of Arms is and so a lot of his stuff if you go to his house and you see like the living room of his house, you're like he literally sets his house up so he's always working on a film. And like the one that he's working on right now, the one that I'm not going to give anything away, but what cracked me up about it, it's all about a fruit cup.
yeah.
And it's literally funny. He plays every character in it, but they're all on the screen at the same time, and you're like, how the fuck do you even do that?
I just like that he's got like 600 fruit cups all around the house. Like, I need my inspiration.
So also, so Heather's in the comment section. She asked me to ask Evan this question. She said, "Evan, what are your favorite lines from your years of doing crack rock opera?"
Let me think about that for a second. Dude, I really like calling people a cocksucker. And there's so many. I'd really have to sit there and just think it through. I can't really tell you off the top of my head, actually. I mean, I love my syphilis lines, but no one else fucking does.
No, that's the line that also. So Heather took some video that she's going to send to you, see if you can use it all. But when you said, "Is that leprosy?"
Leprosy.
And then you said, "Maybe it's hepatitis." See?
Yeah.
I heard it was really funny when you guys brought up the villages. Someone behind me goes, "Grandma lives there."
Yeah, that part's cute. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, you know what part I really like is when two parts. One, when Dirt says, "It's not the cool actor Jimmy Dean, but the hot sausage Jimmy Dean." I like that part, and I really like the part when I come out and I'm go, "We got a little problem here, and by little problem I mean a huge fucking problem."
I think I was trying to think. I think the hardest laughs I was telling her earlier was the ghost of Elvis. People were really laughing at that, and the Jizzlewatt. You got a
that's
huge
a great
pop.
Yeah, that's a great one. I think Peter wrote that one. That's a good one.
Peter did. But what's funny is like I just like the idea when you said that. I'm like, I'm gonna play it like I have no idea why you guys are making a joke about the Jizzlewatt.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's Jizzlewatts. And like acting like I'm aloof to the idea that there's a fucking cum joke in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those of us that know you,
I mean, my days of pumping out 2.5 Jizzlewatts, they're long gone, buddies. Maybe back in my 20s, I could have made a run for it, but I'm old and tired now. The title belongs to somebody else.
I'm down to Dripplewatts.
Yeah, that's called low T, my friend.
Mine is the lowest.
It's a lowercase T.
That should be your new rap name, Lowest T.
Limbo T.
We should call you Lil T.
That's hilarious.
Lowest T. That'd be great.
Iced tea. I'm low
Actually,
tea.
but Evan, didn't you say to me you said you wanted to make a beat for Bushy?
I would. Yeah, I would like that. Yeah, I would love to do
Yeah,
that.
see, he wants to make a beat for you for one of your songs in the future.
Hell
too.
yeah, I'll put some terrible lyrics over great music.
Don't
Fuck
say
yeah,
that.
dude.
You should also make his music video.
Oh,
That'd be fun
shit.
too. Yeah.
Who what?
We should have
Your
a music
video.
video.
Have Evan a music video.
We
Yeah.
it don't need nothing. I'm gonna do needs a music.
No.
video.
The
Yeah.
PCR radio song already should be a music video.
No, if we're gonna do a music video, we're gonna do one for like a real banger. Well, if we're gonna
We
do
should
a
do
music
a
video,
Halloween
yeah.
one.
What does that mean, a real banger?
Well, the PC radio one, listen, although it's great, like that was just us trolling you guys. Like the stuff we have come down the pipeline now is gonna establish Bushy as like this isn't just a joke. This dude like is for real.
It's definitely a joke. I hope it's not, but
Oh
Hey,
my goodness.
as long as everybody's having fun, that's all that matters.
Yep. No, I love it. The fact that Dirt has pushed me into this creative zone of actually
Doing something.
doing something that I've always wanted to do, but never, actually took the initiative or had anybody to give me the confidence to actually try it. So
Well, I think Evan can back me in this when I say that none of us are like amazing at anything. We're just good at a lot of things and super fucking persistent. And that's pretty much what makes it in any kind of
Persistence.
art is just going, hey, I like doing this, so let me just keep doing what I like. And eventually people start going, oh, that's pretty cool. And then when you get that, it just makes you push it harder. But like, none of us are, and anyone that we've had on this show and anyone you've talked to, aside from a couple of people, I'm not going to name names, are going to say, hey, yeah, I'm the fucking shit. None of us are going to say that. Like, we just like do stuff that's fun. We have a good time. Literally, the Fringe Festival and what we're doing right now with the Crack Rock Opera is just four people who really liked hanging out with each other, putting something together and having an excuse to like fuck with people and make something fun. You know,
seriously. At the end of the day, I've really learned that in any like artistic endeavor, the four most important thing beyond talent and beyond anything is just your passion for it, because that's going to come through in your work. And like, clearly, us four are passionate about doing this shit together, and we love hanging out together, and we love hysterical laughter at band practice. Every band practice, we're fucking laughing hard every time. We've not laughed. Every single time we've laughed hard. I mean, every time, every practice for 2 years. It's healthy. It's great.
And sometimes it's stuff that will never make it on stage, but still, if it makes us laugh at that moment, it's.
Exactly.
I still think that you need to do a Jaws parody show. I will build part of the sets for you.
Okay, so Evan, she comes from a background of building theater props and theater sets. So she said if we do a Jaws parody, she will build us a ship.
Oh, that'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be the next rock opera. Talk to Danny about that.
That's what I was saying. It should be the next one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can call it Jews.
Oh, hey, I'm a shock. Donna.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey!
And then it goes into Hava Nagila. Dun, 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 dun.
I do love the idea. He pops out of the water and goes, "Hey!"
Mazel tov, hey!
You could have the little curly.
I think we've written our first page.
A great white shark with spit curls and a fucking
a shark. Just a shark with the curls is pretty fucking.
No,
good.
you find out at the end of the day, Jaws is just like a filter fish.
Filter fish, Jaws.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
They shove a tank in his mouth and explode him, and he ends up on bagels.
Just a schmear.
Jews. Hell yeah. I think we're on to something with this.
Oh my God.
And I helped.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And also, I do want to say before Evan's not here anymore, Evan was really jealous of Mr. Feedback because he got to speak to your grandma.
Oh man, that was great.
My girlfriend.
Yeah, that was
you
great.
mean?
He said she is the best guest we have ever on this.
She's great, man.
But I mean, she's engaged now. If you go back and listen to that, you two are actually engaged. You said, let's get married. She said, yes, let's do it.
Yeah, no, it's happening on the deck after y'all's wedding. Like,
It's not happening now.
you forget the rest of it? I mean, the date's set and everything.
Oh
No.
my goodness.
Next time,
I already bought a suit. It was for Fritz's wedding, but I'm gonna don't tell her. Don't tell Dot I'm repurposing.
No problem.
Although she'd probably respect it with the whole depression thing.
I mean, we could tell her. She'll forget it and ask in like 5 minutes. It's all good.
Oh, dude, do you think we could actually get them legally married and she not even know about it?
No, she'd know. She'd know.
Oh, she's gonna know.
Dirt's
No,
like
I'm just
sitting
thinking,
here
can we make this happen?
I hope you don't want a grandma that can walk anymore.
Oh my God.
Dude.
I do have one more question because Heather is Heather's blowing up the comments here, and she said, "This question is for me and Evan both. What is the hardest part physically about this show?" And so I'll just go first and say the hardest part for me physically is, and I said this actually in the dressing room before, is acting without the ball in my hands.
Yeah.
I have a really hard part of acting when it's not my part. You know what I mean? So when other stuff's going on, a lot of times I just try to wander around and act like I'm a part of it, but I really don't know what to do. And also another really hard part about it for me is the transitions between, because I'm playing 4 different people in the show. I'm playing Doc, but I'm playing Ed Sullivan, and I'm also playing Alfred Hitchcock, and I'm playing Rod Steiger.
Hitchcock.
And so I'm all over all over the place. But I think that and knowing what to do when other things are happening, it's really hard to react to something that you know is going to happen, and that's why I'm not an actor. But so I think that's my answer to that. What would you say, Evan?
Well, for me, it's honestly the physical, like honestly, because I'm such a fucking out of shape lard ass. It's the breakdown and the setup, and then just going right into the show with like a costume on that's not very breathable, and I'm like chasing Caesar around right after I play drums, and then get back. You know what I mean? It's the running around. I'm because I'm out of shape and fucking almost 50 years old.
Every time I watch
like that. I feel like I'm going to faint like a few times during the show where I'm like, just take a deep breath, Evan.
Every time I watch you guys do the show.
What's that?
Every time I watch you guys do the show, that is like my first thought when you start falling on the ground and jumping up and stuff. Is like I could not do. I could do one
you in the jogging suit with the fire over you. I
one
was like,
show
oh
a month,
goodness.
and then I would need a recovery phase. There's no way I could like do back-to-back shows with what you guys are doing.
Also,
yeah, man.
Also, I will say Heather got a really tight shot of both of the transitions, because this is one of the things that blows my mind. The transitions between you and Caesar on drums.
Oh, right.
Super
When you guys switch, where it's like you're playing the drums, and then all of a sudden Caesar's playing the drums, and it does not miss one beat. She got a tight shot on video of you leaving, Caesar jumping on, then Caesar jumping off, and you jumping on. And I watched it several times over, and I still don't, because I'm not a drummer, I still don't understand how the fuck, but you guys are both fucking great drummers, and maybe that's what it is, but I still don't know how the fuck you do that.
Yeah, I was really impressed by
hard.
it. Like,
yeah, it was a lot easier. I'd never tried anything like that before, and it like was way easier than even I thought. I was thought in my head, oh, it won't be too bad, but it was like, oh shit, that was easy.
I was really impressed because he's like focused on staring. So when he like takes the drumsticks back from Caesar, he's focused on staring out at the audience and like was still drumming and trying to find the other stick. Like Caesar's trying to just make him grab one, and he's like, can't find it, but I'm going.
Yeah, I'd love to see that footage of that.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's pretty fucking impressive though. But also, I think that also leads to the fact Caesar's a fucking phenomenal drummer. You're a fucking phenomenal drummer, and I think that's part of it. Where it's just like, because what I noticed is like it's like left hand to right hand. Like Caesar takes the right hand stick first and continues doing what you're doing on right hand, and then you slip out and he takes the other stick and then comes down with the left hand. It's almost like a seamless thing. I mean, I guess maybe you got to be a drummer to know that, but it's so crazy to watch it happen.
Yeah, that's a little fun little trick we do.
It's like a party trick.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like loaded dice.
Loaded dice.
God.
When you switch out the regular dice they use, and you're able to switch into the loaded dice.
Sorry, I'm not a criminal. I didn't catch that.
All right, Evan.
All right, dude. Thank you for talking to us, man. And again, we got to figure out a time for you to come back in and hang out again.
Yeah, please let me know. I'd love to do it, man.
And hey, I don't know. I think, can we pretty much promise next time he's here, we'll call your grandma?
Sure. You want to call her right now? No, we can't.
We can't because he's on the phone. We have one phone line.
I mean, I haven't checked in on her. I don't know if she's alive right now.
She only had Samantha. Jackson we drugged to go to sleep, so she should be fine.
You did what?
Well, okay. He doesn't like to go to sleep. For some reason, he's like up all night. So I went and got these Purees that are for 4+.
Yeah.
And it helps with his immune.
They're gummies.
It's a gummy vitamin.
Or gummy treats.
And it helps with his immune system.
Yeah.
But it also has melatonin to put him to sleep. And he like goes to sleep in a half hour.
You got to be careful with that melatonin shit. Not everybody reacts to that properly. I had a friend who had a girlfriend, and she straight up lost her fucking mind, like kicking on doors and threatening to stab people.
Dude, that's just because he's a woman.
It was
No, dude.
but apparently it had something to do with the fact, like she took too much serotonin or something, and it like
Mess
threw,
with her
threw her off
estrogen.
for like a month.
What were you
Dude,
gonna say?
I've only taken a couple times, but it does some weird shit to me too. Like where I feel like sad when I take it. It's weird. I'll feel really sad the next
See,
day if I try.
When I take melatonin, I can't get to sleep whatsoever. I have to take like Z-Quil to fall asleep. And
Yeah,
if
it
I
doesn't
don't
help
get
me
enough
sleep either.
sleep, I like feel like horrible, like I've been hungover or something.
I just
Yeah.
wrap a belt around my neck and then I just masturbate furiously until I fall asleep.
Yeah, that works.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, I'm buying the Batman suit next week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
If you get the right one, it's got the cinch strap in the neck already.
Oh Jesus.
I'll give you
I
the
didn't know
link.
that.
I'll share the link.
Okay. All right. Well, so Evan, it's nice talking to you, and
Yeah.
hopefully we've done no damage to the show we're doing this week. I don't think so, but
Nah, we'll be good.
yeah. I mean, we come see the show. I think you'll be less offended by the show than what we just talked about here.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, probably.
Evan's like, ho, calm down, Dirt. We can be just as offensive on our show.
Fuck you saying, bro?
All right, kid.
And
All right, dude.
thank you very much for the Time Bandit recommendation, because I'm going to check that out. I'm looking
Oh
at
yeah,
it.
you'll love it.
It looks like
Great movie.
Elliot from E.T.'s in it.
Oh, really?
No, it's not.
No, that's not Elliot?
What's the name?
It's some little limey bastard.
Oh, well, he looks like Elliot. And he's standing next to a pig that I guess is walking and talking or something. So
Yeah.
That's going to be cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you'll love it.
You'll
Great.
love it.
I can't wait. All right. Thanks a lot, Evan. We'll talk
All
to
right,
you
love you
later.
guys.
All right,
All
see you,
right,
buddy.
Bye.
I like that he loves us. That makes me feel happy.
He's got such a good energy. You're all of you guys. The whole.
He's a big fan of the show, dude. He listens every week.
I'm sorry.
And, yeah.
Wish we could get that time back to you.